So I've got some cool new products in the shop today. This is Muhly Grass. Look how crazy and beautiful this Muhly Grass is. So this is a native grass, and I don't actually use a lot of grasses in my designs, but Muhly Grass is one that I really love because it's native and it has beautiful color. And you can see it's super tall. It can grow up to about 3 feet. And the grower, Wallam Gardens, who delivered it to us, they sleeved it with these plastic sleeves because the stems can be, they break easily. So I know they've got these sleeves on there to protect them. A couple of things I'll show you about this Muhly Grass. Take the sleeve off. When I use it in design, it's best used in a bunch. So one stem of Muhly Grass, you can see, is like not very impactful. It's not really gonna do much. You really need to have it in a bunch like this, maybe not this many stems, but in a bunch so that you really can see the full color of the grass. And this is interesting because the grower has I think this is obviously more than 10 stems. I think it said 20, but I think it's actually probably more than that. They may do it by size. Sometimes they'll say like a quarter or a nickel size bunch. I know they do that with lavender. So this is a nice big bunch of Muhly Grass, and I love it. So we've already had a frost here in Maryland, so the things we're getting in reflect that we've already had a frost. Most of the tender flowers have died, and we're getting a lot of like unique foliages and seed pods and berries. So this is Pieris Japonica. This is one of my favorites. Hardly anybody grows it because it is very slow growing. So unless you maybe had it on your property or you've been growing some plants for a long time, it's very slow growing. And it's also very short. You can see how it's harvested. The stems are really short. I don't care because I love it. So in the spring, this plant has these tiny white little bell-shaped flowers on it. And they almost look like lily of the valley flowers. They're so cute. And then this time of year, the flowers have fallen off and the seed pods have developed, and they are this burgundy, pink, mauve. The color is amazing. It is like the perfect color. And the foliage holds up really well. So this green foliage, you can use this out of water. It's really great. I love to use it in anything where I can show off or accentuate the drooping. So on the edge of something, or we have customers who always ask for like drooping or draping plants. So this one is really great. Like I said, we only have really one grower who grows it, who has it available to us, and he is our furthest away grower. So I'm lucky that I was able to get some. And because he comes from so far away, I ordered a ton of it because it holds really well in the cooler too. So I can use this for the next couple of weeks, no problem. I love it. Pieris Japonica. So I wasn't kidding when I said it's foliage time. This is a brand new to me foliage. I've never seen it. I've never used it. It's called pin oak. And I saw it on the grower's availability list, and the foliage looked really pretty, so I thought I would try it. Anytime I see something new on an availability list, I like to get a couple of bunches of it because I want to test it out. So these I'm going to test out this week to see how they work in design, how they work out of water, if they can be dried. So this is actually my first time even seeing this. So let's see how they're bunched. So it looks like a 10-stem bunch. Woo! And the foliage is just gorgeous. It is so pretty, and it has these little acorn heads on it, which is adorable. I feel like this foliage is perfect for this time of year when people are looking for fall color in their designs. On first glance, I love it. Pin oak. It's got nice long stems. So I'll try it in some designs and test it out this week. All right, since I'm on a foliage kick, I will show you my favorite, #1 favorite fall foliage. If you want to know about my other fall foliages that I love, check the notes. I have a top 10 list, but Lindera, top of the list. This is from Woolham Gardens, and there's so many things to like about Lindera. So the first is the color, obviously. Gorgeous. It's almost like perfect fall color. The thing is, it will only keep this color for a few days once it's cut. It goes quick. And then it becomes a really beautiful beige suede brown. And it almost dries immediately. And the leaves stay nice and flat, nice and big. They stay on the stems once they're dried. And I buy a lot of it at once because I can just dry it and keep it here in the shop and use it all during the fall season and really even into the winter. It is amazing for Thanksgiving centerpieces. If you look at any of our Thanksgiving centerpieces from the last 15 years, it's got Lindera in it. And I'll also say that this is a special type of Lindera. This is Lindera salicifolia. So I know there's a lot of Linderas out there, but this is salicifolia. So if you're looking for it, that's the one to get. You can also see, I love that it has these little berries on it. I always feel very lucky when we get the ones with the berries on it because they just look so great in design. So the stems are not, I mean, they've got good length, but they're not like super tall, but they are terrific. And like I said, I buy a ton of it this week. I think I bought 30 bunches and we'll just keep using it over the course of a few weeks. It holds great in the cooler. Like I said, this bright color will fade to a beige suede, but it's beautiful in both ways.